Hello, followers and friends. I'm starting here the recording. I'm waiting if it will be possible to have full contact with Myaka Samuel. And he's the director of Green Hill Infant Community. This is the next project and the sixth partner of the Charity Video Challenges. And we are trying since half an hour if we can have full contact. And I want to show you what does it mean, why the Charity Video Challenge is called a challenge, because it is not easy to have this contact here, to be together in this interview style. And yeah, I'm the interviewer, and my part is to show you the reality and the truth. And the truth for the moment is that we have a really challenge here to say, okay, we try our best, that we want to be here together. And it seems to be tricky to have the audio signal, because I see that myaka or his device tries to connect and then he mute this. Myaka, if you can hear me, hopefully you can hear me, could you please type me in the chat the answer? This would be awesome, that we have the contact and can show the world there is a living person behind the avatar here. We see the black screen. I know by WhatsApp we have a communication via WhatsApp beside, to know when we want to be together and that we want to try together here in Zoom, because I can only make the recording in Zoom. And the idea is that you see we are talking live about the main questions. Myaka sent me also, like the other participants of a charity video challenge, the documents before that I prove if it seems this is a real project, if there are documents, if they have a Facebook presence. And he sent me also very nice, very nice videos of the school there. And if it would be not possible to have a full contact here, and then I will show the world the messages Myaka sent me before asynchronous in WhatsApp. But maybe we will have a little bit of conversation here. Myaka, if you hear me, please watch out for the chat function, that you can write us something back. I guess this is not included in the recording, but that's no problem. I'm interested in knowing if you can hear me when I don't see you. If you can hear me, I will have a look in my WhatsApp here. If you tell me something more. Ah, hey, great, great. We are in contact. Great, great, great. Very nice. I'm very happy. It is like this. Nice to see you, Myaka. I love it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, because I cannot hear you at the moment. I tried to unmute your phone, right? Maybe I can do it by my side. We will watch if it is. But it's very good to see us. Yeah, and this is special global virtual working, right? Work together. It is like this. Yeah, I decided to show the world why a charity video challenge is a challenge. to take the people in the experience, to see it is not easy to come together, and it is so valuable to see each other, to see there is a human being and you are understood, even if it seems that we have not the possibility to hear you because the audio is mute on your side. Maybe you find something to unmute. Yeah.
Wow.
We have it. Great, we have it. Nice, I love it. Great.
I'm trying to observe one by one.
Yeah. You're totally right, because it is more stable, right? To go step by step.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah.
Nice to see you. Nice to hear from you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice for everything, really.
Yeah. And I'm so happy because, the funny thing is, we tell it to the audience here because they don't know what we know, that we were traveling for 2 days, 31 hours by bus through Europe. We were going, my daughter and me, we were going from the German family and in Berlin via bus. 31 hours to the Romanian family, and at the moment we are in Bucharest.
Okay.
Here in Romania, and that's so nice to have the contact to you there, to Uganda. You are in Uganda.
Yes.
And I'm happy.
Oh.
Yeah, we
And
have the
I
start.
really.
You are right. We have the start of the charity video challenge, and you see this is the next part of the challenge. If the participants change their place, not the location, the place, sometimes we have the freeze, but we overcome all of these challenges here, and we will see. Yeah, you are there. Sometimes we have a freeze, Myaka, but I'm used to this. This belongs to the charity video challenge to overcome the freeze. And also to overcome the time when the participant is hop off, because there are some obstacles there with the internet. But I will use the time and to explain a little bit how I understand. Myaka is the director of Green Hill Infant Community. And this is a project that also offers education for the community, and he's coming back. Great. Maybe he can tell us more. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
And nice to hear you.
Yeah, likewise. Sometimes it is a network which is on and off.
Of course. That's why I called it a challenge. Yes. Yeah, Myaka, we have also the audio.
Hello.
The audio is like this with freezes, but no problem. I think we should focus when we have contact to be. I try to be as much as possible silent that we can hear you. And yes, and maybe it's good that I tell you my question, and then we listen to you to grab the answer with the recording, and I will show you when we cannot understand the audio, right? If you cannot understand your answer, I will show you that we have the audio freeze, blah blah blah.
All right.
All right. Yes, and I
Mhm.
bridged all the freeze minutes to tell the audience a little bit about your project. I told that you are the director of Green Hill Infant Community and that I proved that the project is real. And I think
Mhm.
if we have the next freeze, I will show the audience your videos. You send awesome videos. I love them. I love them so much. And if we have a freeze, I will bring it into the recording here to show the videos you send to me. And if we have the connection, we should use it, yeah, because we have the next freeze. I'm pretty sure this belongs on my blah, blah, blah here. I try to calm me down. No, I think it is a normal technical issue, and we overcome this with patience and focus. And when myaka comes back, I really start to ask the main question for the day. And for today, the main question will be, I will repeat it myaka when he's coming back. The main question is, why do you want to participate on the charity video challenge? Normally, this is the first question because it shows the intentions, it shows, it gives us the first feeling for this community there. And I know it is very important to bring heart and brain together and to say, okay, we all of us should follow our hearts. This is main core, to listen our hearts, what's important for the world, and if we should trust this community too or not. But I know this works. Hey, myaka, I know this works only through our mind, not the brain, but the mind, to follow our heart. And that's why we have the charity video challenge to bring this together. Our heart, to follow the heart, to support your project too, and to bring questions into our mind, to ask you the questions and to listen to your answers. Because I told the audience I have the experience with the charity video challenge. It is every time following your heart to support the next project, but it needs to go through our minds that we know we should follow your heart, our heart, to support your project too. And that's why we have the interview style. Yeah, that's why we have the interview style. Okay,
Okay.
dear myaka, we use the minutes
Yes.
we have, and main
Yeah.
question for the first interview today is, why do you want
Yes.
to participate on the charity video challenge? Why? What is your why?
Thank you, Madam Gloria. As I introduced myself initially, that I'm Myaka Samuel. I'm an elder as well in the church. The reason is as to why I want to share with the podium about the video challenges on the church. First and foremost, the church, it is a place where people in the community gather and get the sharing of the information from the Lord God. And if the church is not planted well, you might find other people just meandering around, you see. Sincerely, the church, it is a counseling center, mainly for the wrongdoers. They also get to be involved in the church for rehabilitation. As if that's not enough, The church also helps in reconciling the people who have got different problems, who are having challenges. Like, for example, in the church, we have a program of going on the streets and correct and bring those children who are over the streets. We bring them together, we counsel them, we tell them the word, the message of the Lord. Like of recently, we've someone brought to us some gallos, others were of 15 years old, others below 15 years, but within this situation of the COVID-19, their parents decided to release them and go out and make a fornication so that they can be able to earn for a living, for what to eat.
Yeah.
Those gallows are around and they can testify. We've done much work in them, even though we don't have even resources. But there is that need for rehabilitation of the girls who are on the streets, and even boys, because for the one who produces a girl is the one who produces a boy. So they are mixed up. We have even the boys who are involved in bad acts like taking marijuana. The church, it's the one which is responsible to rehabilitate all those. The church, it is responsible to make sure that they can, if at all resources are there, we can as well make a resource center, a skill resource center for the youth, mostly for the younger mothers, the fathers as well. The church also, if it had enough resources, it would even put there a special permanent room for all those programs, counseling, and as well as a training center. The church, if it had still enough resources, actually most of the people in this community and the communities around would not be suffering. But despite the fact that the church is having few resources, we find ourselves not fulfilling the work, or rather the services of our Lord God to the responsible people as needed. The church also, like as of now, this is a national issue, the COVID-19. It has also bounded over the programs for the churches. However, even if the programs have been bounded on, but still we can use this chance, if the resources are there, to go on door and door, as we've been doing in this COVID-19. We've been counseling gallows, as I told you initially, together with the boys. To the little resources that we've been getting, we've been providing little portion, and some other things like sugar, soap. If you need also those videos and photos are around, I can share them with you as well. Then the church also, if it had enough resources, it would even, sorry, it would even go as far, I'm sorry,
No problem.
it would even go, as far as constructing houses for the old, uh, for the old women and men in the community, and even within the neighboring communities, because we have them here. And as a church, we have to do all those responsibilities. As he said, he will say, you fed me, you dressed me, you gave me water to take. But in the actual sense, you did not give to Jesus himself.
Yeah.
But despite the fact that you helped the needy ones,
Yeah.
there you will be, or rather there we shall be fulfilling that scripture.
Yeah.
All right?
I understand. I understand.
If you want, if you want the photos for those who are needy, like those who don't have houses where to sleep, I can as well share them with you. If you want their videos, I can as well share them to you.
Yeah.
Then another challenge is that if the church had the potential, there are remote areas where even people don't have good water. The church can go and rehabilitate the water facilities in those communities. All right?
Understand.
Then another thing, if the church has the potential, it would even go to far deep areas where even there are no health centers, to make sure that we can make an outreach treatment when the church is the one spearheading that program of treating the sick people, and as well as making counseling. People have lost hope. Oh, you might be having a question.
Yeah. I have a lot of questions in my mind. I need to order them. And I, normally I have hundreds of questions in my mind. No, only dozens. No, but I think the maybe one of the important questions for the Europeans here is, it seems that we have a different structure in supporting by church communities, because in Germany, and I think it is very often, maybe it is at all in Europe the same. Not in Europe. I know it's different in Romania. The point is, in Germany, we are used that the state takes taxes for the church and give the taxes to, the state allows that the churches takes taxes by the citizens. And that's why they have the funding, and it is a very automated process there. We have a lot of people, they don't believe in God, they don't really believe to the church in an active mode, but they are still in church as a member, as a taxpayer, to say, okay, I know the church makes some non-profit, or they have a big non-profit network in Germany to run all the projects who spoke about this. And you understand that the people feel it different here, because they have the feeling, I'm still a taxpayer by church to give my part to the non-profit projects there. Even I'm a non-believer, even I'm a non-active member in my church. We have Catholic and Protestant church normally here. and they take the taxes by our salaries. And that's why the people have the feeling, I do as much as possible, and I do more than I want to do by heart, in terms of believing by heart. Do you understand my description, my explanation?
I'm trying to a little bit
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
it, but not so well.
Yeah, I try to explain that the behavior of non-believers by paying
Yes.
taxes to the church, even when they are
Mm.
non-believer.
Yeah.
Look, we have a very funny new participant in the video challenge.
Mm.
If I make some crazy things, I'm here with her. She's a new member. Oh, it's a he, but
Well.
yeah. And I should try to educate him not to bite. Sometimes I maybe it looks strange. You look like this, okay? No, the point was when you tell, I want to explain you, when you tell
Yes.
the audience that the project is a part of the church non-profit management, it feels different for the Europeans than for you, I guess, because I know that the church works different in your countries. Church
Yeah.
means there are members in, they are giving their resources and their money by themselves directly to the church organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is
Yeah.
nothing that the government collects money by taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think this is important to explain it the audience, and also to explain this for each other, that our feeling of non-profit projects by church feels different for the Europeans than for you, because I know you are very committed. Yeah, you have also participants in the background, right?
No, I have no.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm. Could you
with the
please
church
explain?
here,
Yeah, could you explain what means church community by your side?
yeah, well, with the church to the community, the church, it's a non-profit body.
Mm-hmm.
It's a non-profit body. However, other members, as they come to pray, they give in the offertories. That's why I said, due to the little, I did not bring it clearly like a offertory,
Mm-hmm.
but due to the little offertory that we get, or
Mm-hmm.
rather that the church gets,
Mm-hmm.
it's out of that all that work is done
Mm-hmm.
of going and bringing the strict gallos and boys to be rehabilitated. It's out of that offertory
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of the pastor.
Yeah,
Anything?
yeah. It came total. It came to 100% by the offer tray, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That offertory, it also helps like in the situation of buying a church land. We can as well use that offertory if there is that need to make sure we can meet it. If there is an offertory we make sure we can use that money, or rather that fund, to make sure that we work on a particular need.
Mhm.
Now, our challenge is, despite the fact that it is too little, that's why we find that other services are not worked on.
Mhm.
They might be not worked on well, or rather they might not be totally worked on.
Yeah, understand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
And
uh,
uh,
mhm.
and even churches can go ahead and make sure that they create some IGAs, income generating activities. Like of recently, uh, we are planning to begin a project of bricklaying for our church.
Great, great.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
We are as well. We are as well planning to make sure that if God helps and we get money, we want to construct a permanent church.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, we want also to make sure that we get a particular land for the church.
Mhm.
All that we plan it basing on the offer that it's being given by the church members.
Yes, yes.
And in other words, it's not all the church members that they have to pay.
Yeah, yeah, that's important. Thank you to speak about this, because I tried to explain you that being a church member sometimes feels totally opposite in Germany and Europe than what you mean and what you feel to be a member of a community. That's also embedded into an religion, especially into a Christian religion, right? And I know this is important for everybody to us to listen and to think about this, that we have different experiences in the power of how can religious communities um, survive. Because here in Europe, it seems we have the next freeze. Oh my dear. Oh yes. When me and my thoughts. I'm sorry, but maybe sometimes I'm able to bring them away. It seems that I crush every time at the recording, but hopefully it is only the a technical issue and not the spiritual. What I wanted to point out for the audience here is that I recognize it is very important to bring this up on the very first moment, that we as Europeans have the feeling that we do the best and more than the best, to let the churches, I mean the Catholic and the Protestant church, sometimes the Orthodox or some Jewish communities, where however we are categorized in the tax system, that we are payers because of the a commitment to a religion, and that makes us feeling that we give more than we want to give, or sometimes we give what we want to give as believers to the church, that they can run their nonprofit projects. Because in Europe we have a very well established welfare state system that's funded, that used to be raised up by the big churches, by the big religions here in Europe, and that's funded to a main part by taxes over commitment to churches, even if we are non-believers by ourselves. And this is totally different in the countries there. And when we are in Africa and the people tell about their church, it feels different for us because I have immediately the feeling, okay, that means you have funding, because I'm thinking that the government takes the taxes, or has made a structure that the churches are able to take taxes by me, and I have the feeling then I don't need to help them, because I give them a part of my salary by the taxes as a member of a church in Germany. And this is not the case for African countries, because as I know, they do not have those system that's covered by the governments, that churches, the big churches, are allowed to take income by the salary via taxes by their citizens. And we need to think about this, that we don't have the same feeling and the same thoughts when an African school speaks about they're embedded in a strong religious community. And as I understood, Green Hill Infant Community is embedded in a strong, I will ask this, but I guess they're embedded in a strong Catholic religion. And of course, this is important to carry the projects there, because we heard that they not only have the Green Hill Infant Community projects for the kids, they have also the projects for elders, for older people, that they have
Hello.
houses there. Nice to see you. You grabbed the next device. You're awesome. You're
Hello.
awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're awesome. Yes, I like it so much. You're an expert in charity video challenges here. Grab every device that works to come back to the interview. I like it a lot. Yes. I cannot hear you well. We have audio, but it is very shaky. We can see, yeah, we can see your picture. Very often we have the picture, yeah.
Are you
It is
actually it is this,
yeah, it is challenging. We see you, but it is freezy. The video is freezy, and the sound is very shaky. It is broken. The audio is broken. But this is only a challenge to overcome. This is no obstacle that holds us on here. That's why I'm happy that I can use European stable internet connections, and you see they work as well in Romania than in Germany. And this is the part we can help the projects there in Africa. Yes, I bridge the minutes. Maybe Myaka can come back with the device. This is really great. He's awesome. He grabs the device that works to come back. I love it. And therefore we are here to show the potential, to think about the potential they have there, and to use the potential and to bring together our skills together here. To say, of course, this is also something about money, because money is energy and we need to have it. Myaka, I see you're back. I'm bridging the content for the audience. Yes, it is. It is about money, because you need to have money to bring the energy into the projects. But it is more than about money. It is about sharing our skills, sharing our resources. To say it does not take more money that I can give my stable internet connections and my software to the project to make the recording, and that I can share my Facebook and YouTube presence to show the world about the project there. And by the way, everybody of us has benefits from this, because everybody can show his potential or her potential to the world and say, hey world, we invite you to come into our community and to share our skills and to ask the world for the resources and money we need to bring our ideas and resources together to help the projects there, to help the infant project and also to help the elder project there, and also to overcome. I try to point out, whilst myaka, I'm pretty sure myaka, you're looking for a stable internet connection, right? You try to find the point on under the roof to you're awesome, you're great, I love it. And I try to explain the audience our thoughts we were sharing before via WhatsApp asynchronous, because it works better. And we bridge this thoughts to say it is about inviting the world to help the projects there to bring together all the resources we have. And that means also to overcome some obstacles in our mind and in our heart, and to raise up to develop social proof and trust. And that means to know the other project, to be clear, to be transparent, which funding is in the project, which funding is broken because of corona pandemic and all the things, and to overcome the obstacle that we Europeans think, oh, you have church funding, we don't need to do anything because we give our euros there on our European churches by taxes, and we are covered in our need of being a good person, and and to overcome this obstacle and to understand this, that the projects need more funding by our side, because even when they're embedded in church communities, they need our skills, our money, our sharing. Even when you share this video challenge, it can help and support the project as well, because maybe there is the one donor or the two donors where they have a stronger supported circle, a circle of donors that has the money over, and that has the wish to help these projects there in Africa, because they know they are different and I have the money and I want to give it to them. And I think this is my part of the interview, to explain this to the European audience, what is the difference, and maybe what are the obstacles we need to overcome with this, right? Yes. Okay, myaka, I see you're very clever, and you save data to mute yourself. I like it a lot. I don't need to explain it to you. Yeah, it is your skill. You have it. And for me, the time is running out, because I have the Romanian family in the background around me. They are walking very silent, not to disturb our interview here. And I see they need back their space here, because we are in their private apartment. And that's why I think it is also long enough for the audience. And I want to give you the last words. that you can close the first video, the first interview. We will have 6 more. We make an interview series with 7 interviews, and we will have time for 6 more interviews to explain other important points. But I wanted to give you the last words for today before we are finishing in maybe 2, 3, at least 5 minutes, that the family has back their room here, right? So, Myaka, are you able to talk with us? Are you able to unmute the device? Is it technically possible? Because at the moment, you're mute, your audio is mute. Maybe you can unmute this. Yeah, great. These are your last minutes.
So basically, you want me to summarize?
You can.
Hello?
I think you don't need to, because I know that you don't know what I'm speaking about when you were off. It is only to finish it, because it is the space for the project. And I think the best thing would, when you finish the first interview, what you feel, what's important for the audience to know.
Well, first of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Madam Gloria, for being a creative lady, for being a good lady, for being actually a powerful leader, I should say, on the earth. And what I urge all the members is that to confirm them that whatever you are trying to explain to all the members from me, it is real, it's on ground. And for any case, if they wanted, to make a research on me, they can as well make it. I'm a transparent man. I know what I say, and I mean what I say. And sincerely speaking, I continue addressing all my problems and challenges to the Lord, who sees our inner hearts and who sees everything. And as he said, that whatever has been hidden under the bed, time will come and it will be revealed. Amen. If I'm talking lies, you will know them. If I'm talking about truth, you will know it. So I just continue urging all the members that they will not be helping me, but they will be helping him. They will not be doing for me all those. Like if I told I've rehabilitated a house for the old man, or rather for the old woman, that reward goes back to Jesus. And the reward goes back to that one who has stood with that needy one. If at all they are paying fees for the needy children, that reward goes back to Jesus, and the reward goes back to the one who has contributed to. There are so many gifts that we get from the Lord due to hearing his voice, hearing his commands. Basically, that's what we expect. And sincerely speaking, I'm so happy on your side, Madam Gloria. I'm so happy. I cannot regret. The day I met you, I cannot regret. And I'm hoping much services from you to our people in this community and the communities around. And for your information,
we are asking Yes, and I'm happy that we have the next days to know more about, because I'm also so happy. I have the feeling as longer the charity video challenges are going, they become more and more shining, because every project is valuable and worth to be seen. And it is so nice to be together with the different people, and to, you know, also to see the core, the essence, to say it is not about competition between non-profit projects. It is about
Yeah.
sharing our skills, our empowerment, and to say, okay, folks, whoever loves your project with your person, you know, because your personality is so, I love it. And I know it used to be different, but the same value with the fourth and the third charity village challenge, because there every time people they are by heart in the projects there, and it is more about whatever you have to support these folks there, please do it, because they're also so hard. They're so like-minded people, so people they with great hearts, and they because I know you live and you work under circumstances we are not used to, and I don't know if we would be able to live even to work under your circumstances. And that's why I appreciate it so much, also to learn every time by every project, what does it mean to survive in your regions there and to do something good. And this is sometimes much more tricky than to be a taxpayer by church here in Europe, you know, to living like I don't know how to explain it in English. We in Germany we are saying we are living like the fat eye, an eye you have on a soup by fat. You understand what I mean? We are swimming like this eye of fat in a very heavy soup, you know. And no. And that's why I appreciate it so much to learn from you. What does it mean to run nonprofit projects in Africa? Because this is a much bigger challenge to overcome this.
Yeah.
And I learn
and
step by step.
probably, yeah. Probably lastly, there is one important point that I've missed. That is, under our church management, we have even the program of evangelism.
Yeah, of course.
We go outside to the distant, to the distant place and preach the gospel.
Yeah.
But at sometimes we find a challenge on transport. We find a challenge on the public address system. All those are challenges to mention.
And thank you for speaking about this. We should take this as a very important topic for tomorrow, to explain a little bit more about the details and what does it mean. But thanks to speak about this today, because then we have the hook that the audience can come back tomorrow, and that they are also curious about what does it mean in detail to face this special challenges there. That's great.
All right.
Okay, myaka. Then I think we have the perfect finishing here to say let's round it up for the first interview.
Yes.
And yes, thank you for your time. I appreciate your how you call it when a people tries to solve the problem. It is your ability to say, I come back as often I need to come back with every device I have in my environment to use the time here.
Yeah, for the Bible tells us to just be consistent.
Yeah, this is the ability for your consistency. to be here. I appreciate it very much. And
Yeah, thank you so much.
You too.
Wow.
Really too. We will follow up tomorrow.
All right.
Right. And we try to see at the same time.
All right.
Okay, we try to hold the same time.
I mean, can't we change the time to 8, 9?
8, 9 in the morning?
Yes, in the morning.
Yes, we can do. It would be better. It's better for the family here.
Yeah. Or 7, 8. 7,
yes.
8, 9.
Let's say 8 a.m. Because the funny thing is, now we are in the same time zone. We have no difference between us.
Yeah.
I'm in your time. That's why I had a mixture in my brain. We have the same time, and we should meet tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning, right?
All right.
Okay, we do this.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. Nice. See you tomorrow.
All right. May God bless you for me. Wow.
You too.